Okay guys, so I have stuck my chicken breasts into the slow cooker. I am a big fan of crock pot liners. They keep me from having to wash any of my crock pot. So my chicken breasts were frozen and I stuck them in and set them on high for 3 hours. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and mix together the other 3 ingredients. This is the Sweet Baby Ray's barbecue sauce, and we need 3/4 of a cup of the sauce. I'm just going to use a 1 cup measuring cup and just kind of ballpark it. Yeah, that's probably good enough. Okay, so I'm going to dump that in there. And then also we will need 3/4 a cup of orange marmalade. Maybe a little bit more. Okay, well, that's about right. This little scraper is one of my favorite tools in the kitchen. Sorry about the tapping. And it's a Dollar Tree item. This is a Betty Crocker scraper. Dollar Tree. Awesome. And as far as when you're washing it, you can remove these little tips off, and so it can get nice and clean. They just pop right back on there. Okay. And the last ingredient is 2 tablespoons of soy sauce. And I'm just gonna put a couple of tablespoons of it. That's pretty much it. What I'm gonna do then is check on my chicken. And if the chicken is ready, I'm going to add this mixture in with the chicken, and I'm going to go ahead and cook it on high for another 30 minutes. Since I stuck them in frozen, I didn't take off any of the fat, so as you can see, it's really fatty in here. So I'm going to pour this off and put the chicken breasts back in there and add my sauce, and I'll be back. Okay, so here I'm just gonna dump in the chicken and the sauce and the marmalade and this other sauce into, actually let me trade out and get this little spatula. There we go. And I'm going to run this for another 30 minutes on high. And then it should be done. So I'm looking at this and I feel like for how much chicken I have, I think I'm going to want a little more sauce. So I'm going to add a little bit more of everything. I'm going to add a little bit more of everything, and I am going to, because I know that I'm going to have this, serve this with rice, and I'm going to want it over the top of my rice. And I kind of like my rice to be a little bit seasoned with the sauce. So I feel like there's not really enough here to do that the way I like it. So I'm going to add just a little bit more barbecue sauce and a little bit more marmalade and a little bit more soy sauce. And go that route. Okay, so like I said, I am wanting just a little bit more liquid in here, so I'm gonna add about 1/8 of a cup, actually a little more than 1/8 of a cup, kind of a rounded 1/8 of a cup of the marmalade in there. And then that same amount of barbecue sauce. It can't happen without babies crying. And then the last thing will be about 1.5 teaspoons of soy sauce. And so I'm going to add this, go see about who's upset. And then, like I said, about 1/2. So maybe a little more. Okay, so I'm going to go see about who's upset and mix this all in and then turn this on for another 30 minutes. And it should be done after that.